Y'all saw me in the blue hair. I haven't seen it since then.
Now I see you.
You see me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have it up on the thing on our
Not
grid.
enough visual.
Yes, it says we're live. All right, so hopefully we are live.
Let me
We
look.
are. I just got a pop up.
I
It
did
says
too.
Chatter Up is live.
All right, so hello everyone. Welcome to our 7th. Can you believe we have 7 vlogs right now?
All
We are
right.
on it. Of Chatter Up. We have a few things to talk about today, and we're doing our weekly wrap up. So, ladies, how was your week so far? How was your week last week?
It's been a week.
Hold
It's
on.
been a week. Yeah, so I guess we'll just get on down into the reality of it all. So first, let's discuss Bell Collective. Did you all watch that this week?
I did. I watched it last night.
How was it?
Yeah, open it up.
I thought it was pretty good. I actually thought it was pretty good. It's coming along. I thought once we got to know the ladies, it would pick up.
Yeah.
And I think we're getting to know the ladies. I think for the most part, it was all about that sister vention.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was about like a sister vention, which is what Tambra
I
called
thought
it.
it was really good. I loved it. I thought the episode, I thought it was so funny. It just reminded me why I think I'm going to like that dentist.
Yeah.
That little argument back and forth her and the DJ had was just too funny to me.
Yeah, okay. So what do you think? So Joy has been saying this. So I'm gonna let you get this out because this is you like predicted this was gonna happen. So when they had that little argument, Miss Tambra was talking, and what did you say about her?
I said last week that, I used to live in the South. I used to live in Birmingham, and I'm from St. Louis. So when we moved to Birmingham, I think I was maybe like in I was in the 5th grade. And one of the things that I noticed is, we didn't move around any Black people when we moved there initially until I was in the 6th grade. And I noticed that it was usually a person that talked so different than everybody there. Like they didn't have a Southern accent at all. And they almost had not a Valley girl talk, but it didn't sound like Alabama, because Alabama has, I think, a distinct accent. Alabama and Mississippi does, because the character, the lady Latrice, sounds just like my little sister. I've been saying it weekly. But anyway, I basically said that, let me get back to this point. The point is, when I would meet people that talk funny, I would often, you get to know a person and you run into situations. And I noticed that when they're mad, their voice is different. So I just got to know people because I ended up going to college in Alabama and everything. And when you get to know people, you realize that there are people that try very hard. It's practice. It could even be, I don't even know if they're conscious of it. They've been doing this for so long that they try to get rid of their accent.
Right.
And it's so artificial to a person who doesn't live or from that region. It don't even sound like them. And I gave Quad as an example. And this girl right here, when we saw her mad, to make a long story short, you got to hear her real voice.
Yes, ma'am.
And I always say, if you want to hear that real voice, because everybody's so irritated by her voice, I said, baby, just wait till she get mad. And she did. And you get to hear her real voice.
Mad, it was like, she was like,
I love that.
It's totally so funny. From Mississippi, because Jackson is pretty far down. Jackson has almost it's pretty far down. It's a distinctive accent. And my husband hates me saying this, but Marie, is that Marie? Yeah,
Marie has the shorter
like my
hair.
mother-in-law. Yeah, Marie sounds like my mother-in-law, and she is from Mississippi.
Yeah, he don't want his mama-in-law sound like.
And he does not like. Every time I said, "Ooh, she sound like your mom," and he said she sound nothing like my mama.
No,
thank God, because that is not a compliment.
Like his mother, and his mother is from Mississippi.
Okay, yeah, but so what do you think about I mean, it was funny because I can't believe no one called her out on her total voice change. Like she was like prim and proper and this nasally fakeness of it all. And then when Antoinette, the dentist, was like, "Why are you in everybody's business?" She turned into something totally different.
Oh
my
God,
God, I
she got
loved
so
it.
offensive.
She code switched
Offended.
real quick. I think she's not used to people telling her she's a nosy body. And she felt like she had the right, because it was at her house, maybe, to say what
I think it is
say.
because she was at her house. I don't think she would have maybe gone that hard if she was somewhere else. But I think what came out of that is that Maria is the problem child. I know she has a lot going on. She's a problem child. And the towboater's wife couldn't really say anything to even save it. So she let that sister intervention.
Wait a minute. Did y'all see her when she was in the court? She said, "I'm going to sit back and watch."
Yeah. She said, "I think this, But what? Okay, I know we giving them a pass because it's their rookie season. That wig she had on.
Oh my God!
I don't even think a grandmother would wear.
Oh God! I didn't want to say it. I was going to keep my mouth shut. I was not going to say a thing. But this is not the first week either.
Girl,
Teresa's is no better.
They're better than hers though. But for her to have a hair company,
I don't think Latrice's is too much better.
You don't think so?
The goddess. Are you speaking?
I think hers are better.
Hold on.
Okay, let me say this. None of their wigs look glued down. That's why.
Okay, now that I will say.
And because of that, they look lifted in the front.
Yeah.
And the camera gets close to them a lot. A lot of times they're laying their head down or something. The camera zooms in. And when you're first of all, I don't like a younger people wearing wigs anyway. But I'll admit, some people do got some really good ones. But I keep telling y'all, I got a niece that live in Birmingham. Her name is Kayla Benson. That girl can lay down a wig to make it look real. And she glue in her wigs and sew them. I think she sews part of it in.
So we need you to get her to reach out to them. Or they just need to get some braids or another type of protective style because these wigs ain't right.
Okay, the goddess wigs are just fine to me. I've not seen an ugly one on her. I have not seen a lot of lifting. Her wigs look pretty normal, which is what a wig should look like your normal hair. Hers aren't over the top or anything. But I will say about the towboater.
Her wig.
Latrice, her wig. Yeah. So here's my thing about her, and another reason that I wasn't gonna say anything about it is because I think that, sometimes people say that we wear wigs for vanity and things like that. And some people do. Not everyone does. I think there are some of us out there that have to wear wigs. Whatever your medical issues are, maybe your hair is gone or whatever.
I had a girlfriend that had alopecia.
Yeah, especially alopecia. Yeah, so there's some situations where you have to, right? I think that might be her issue because the wigs that she has put on every week, these are like your $25 wigs. Like,
they're bad.
Wig. So I wonder if there's something medical.
Letitia, the one who does
the towboater's wife,
the brunch stuff. Yeah. Ooh, her wig.
Well, you notice that I think we talked about this, that their lives are staged. The proof was, I don't know if we talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Where it was nothing in her cabinet.
Nothing in her cabinet.
It wasn't
in there vacuuming the floor that ain't even his. I'm like, this ain't your
can of beans.
Yes.
Nothing.
Not a can of nothing. No little bowl, had the bowl set. That was like, station. It was like put out. I was like, you know what? Yeah. This is a staging of a home that you watch on HGTV. It was what that was.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. But okay, what do you think about this this sistervention though? Do you think it solved anything?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely
not. Who's going to say something to Maria? Nobody.
I mean, I think the only people who seem like they're her friends is Tambra, however you say her name, and Letitia. The other ones cannot saying, or what's her partner
Well,
name?
I will say
Here's the
this.
thing, though, they're not her friends, because if they were her friends, they would have
They
told her
would.
to shut up after the first brunch.
True. I think that they know that she's going through something, and you know how sometimes when your friends are going through something, you kind of say give them a pass, but she's getting too many passes. But I mean,
And are we talking about her when we're saying she's going through something? Are we talking about her fibromyalgia, her medical issues, or we're talking about just waiting on the announcement to come out about her and the business partner, girlfriend, wife? Which is
got it? All of the above. Okay, I'll take all of the above, Alex, for $200. She has a lot going on, and so her husband's not loving her. She's got the partner that she don't know what she's doing.
Come on.
Her son has other baby mamas who she's taking care of, which I want to discuss that little therapy session.
We need to, because
and then what else did she have? And her fibromyalgia and her lupus.
And her husband ain't coming home at night.
Yeah, her husband don't even come home, honey.
He's lived in a totally different zip code. What you bet? Because he's not bothered with her.
He's done. But yeah, so what do you think about her having this therapy session with the two? Where's the third baby mama? She must not want to film. But with two of his baby mamas, or I don't know how to say that. Baby mamas? I've never been a baby mama. His baby mamas and it's him and the therapist and Marie. What y'all think? Do you think that's normal?
No, it's not normal. No.
To go to therapy? No. But I have known I've had friends who have become friends with their exes of the baby mama. I even knew a situation where two girls that used to fight over a guy when he got locked up, they became roommates.
What?
And they were so good friends, and it was helpful for them. Yeah, they were both living at home with their parents, both had babies, and something happened. I don't know who moved in with what. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I know that they lived together for a minute, and their children were close. They were cool because he was locked up, and he was locked up he could still be locked up. You know, and I'm talking this is from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did something that gave him 20 some years. So it wasn't no, I'm waiting on you.
I'm waiting on him. We moving on. So, but it was, I mean, I don't know if it's normal, but do you think it helped anything? Because it does seem like the two moms.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine. I think
they seem like they were gonna mesh, and so I think that was something that came out of it.
I think he was living with the one girl, right?
The first one, yeah.
But
the one that he's not living with has the latest child. Like she's the third baby mama. The one he's living with is the first baby mama.
Girl, I don't know what order they come in.
Because they put the thing on, because you know I'm nosy. You know how they put it at the bottom, first baby mama, third baby mama. Yeah.
No, they did. I don't
know. Did they do that? They put the baby mama. Oh my God.
That's so shady.
Yes, they did.
They did that last night. I mean,
last night, but whenever night, go watch. Yeah,
that is so wrong.
It's so wrong. Okay, but I mean, I think Belle is picking up. What you think about the goats? Did you get a goat? That
I can't. You know what? Did I miss an episode though? Because you know when they were out there with the little goaties, petticoat goats or whatever they were okay. On the preview, the girl that was at the goat retreat, the one that Maria attacked or whatever before, on one of the previews, they talked about her saying the reason those brunches are not successful is because of the people they invite. But I never saw that part on the show. Am I behind an episode or something?
I think that was at the dentist's house.
Oh, when they had that
little. She wasn't at the dentist's house though.
Yes, she was.
Okay.
That makes sense.
They did because I didn't like that. That's what made Tamara mad. That's the reason why she had the sister vengeance. If y'all go, that was last episode when they were blessing her house. They were talking about Marie.
Oh,
and I think this is what sparked the sister vengeance because she didn't like how that conversation went.
Yeah, and then the councilman also said people are talking about the brunch. So that they're not
Letitia
professional.
should sit down and talk to her though, because this is kind of intervening with her business.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I think that Maria should have that in her to know I ain't gonna come here and act no fool for the third time.
She doesn't know that. She doesn't. She does
we
not
gonna
know
see.
that.
It seems like
But
they
I
don't want to
like
film
Maria.
with her. Does it seem like they don't want to film with her?
Oh, I definitely think they don't want to
They
film.
don't. They do not want to film with her.
But they are gonna mess up the show doing it though.
Yeah.
Because
she's messing it up. She's messing it up, and it's hard to have somebody always at an event if you know they're going to be the one starting all the trouble.
Yeah.
I don't think Marie is messing it up. Marie is going to make herself the breakout.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I can't figure out a lot of their names, but I know her.
Yeah, we know her name.
And we know a story that they may or may not know. They may not know what's going on with her emotionally. Now they could high five each other and say, I knew something was going on with her. Nobody that angry or da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
But we know.
Yeah, and they don't.
So the audience can have compassion for her.
True. All right, so let's go to Basketball Wives, because we're going to segue to this because on Bell Collective, they kind of talked at the Sistervention about colorism. And and so Basketball Wives, the main topic really of the episode was OG. Well, they tried to make it seem like OG was still on this colorism thing. She wanted to talk about it. So when we watch it, it's totally different from what OG posted on her Instagram. So somebody want to talk about that? Did you all watch that?
I did.
You did? Listen to it. I guess it was more listening. Did you listen to it, Callie?
I didn't listen to her 53 minutes, no, but yeah,
Okay.
I've watched the show.
All right. So what did you think from the difference? Did you notice how editing really can make us think something that is not?
Yeah,
like
So just to kind of clear this up, guys, during the episode, they showed us maybe 8 or 9 minutes of a conversation between Kristen, who wanted to have this meeting with OG and OG. And OG was frustrated with what was aired, so she actually released the audio tape of the whole 53 minutes of her conversation. Now, if you listen to the conversation in the beginning, it's a lot of resistance from OG. She's not nasty about it, but she's very resistant. And I kind of get the feeling that she was told not to talk about, because this is still an active lawsuit while we're watching this episode. So it could still be active as far as I know, but
yeah, she was careful about it.
She was very careful about her words. So her thing was just ask me a question that you want to know. And one of the things that OG made clear on the audio tape is that colorism just isn't about color. And she talked about Kristen, and even she didn't mention Jennifer, but it would be Jennifer would fall in this category. Jennifer and Kristen are girls that are similar in skin tone, but they also have European features.
Right.
So she talked about that when because let's have a real conversation. You know, if you're dark skinned with a big nose and big lips, that is not what we call classically beautiful.
Right.
So let's have a real conversation. It's an unfortunate situation, and we have been trained to believe what beautiful looks like. And the more European features that another person has, the more we find that person attractive. That's just real thing. That's the link.
Yeah, that's the link.
So
it's on her personal Instagram.
Correct.
But yeah.
But the whole thing was you just got a better explanation. So the part that really aired that confused me, I even said when I saw it aired that OG used colorism wrong when OG said something to Kristen like, well, every time there's an issue, you always take the side of the lighter skin. And I remember thinking that's not how colorism works. But when you listen to the full audio, you get a full picture of what she said, which is not how it came across. And something else that OG did, we could call her many things, but that girl is not stupid. The way she talked to Kristen, when Kristen tried to make it seem like when the whole conversation kind of turned left, and at the end of what we did see is OG saying, okay, I can't talk about this no more. Because you act like you agree, and then you, what we didn't know was, what we didn't hear even afterwards was that OG accused her, Kristen tried to accuse OG of kind of taking the conversation left by saying something about when they had first met, the very first time they met, it was at OG's birthday party, but OG was 3 hours late. And she said, but you was getting, I helped you make your check. Yeah. And that offended her. Well, it kind of was going left. And then that's when she was just like, forget it. I don't want to talk about this no more. But one of the things that we didn't get to, I wish we would have, is that OG broke that down. She said, you talking about, Kristen was like, you talking about my check and I helped you get a check. She said, you don't want to mention check. She's like, no, I didn't.
No, I didn't. Yeah, she was adamant, baby.
And she walked her through her conversation, and Kristen had to admit that she's the one that brought up something about her check. And OG is articulate.
I'm telling you, you can't call that chick dumb.
That's why Evelyn is going to lose this case, because say whatever you want. OG never called her racist. What she said is that there is a colorist issue in this group. And something else that we learned is that OG went to them off camera and told them some of the things that she was feeling, and they ignored her. And that's why she would mention it on camera. But look at this week, Tammy, Royce from the first couple of seasons. Who else?
It was a whole bunch of, I think it was everybody but Susie. I'm shocked Susie hadn't said anything. But
a whole bunch of people came back.
Yeah, Roy said that the reason she kept coming back was because they promised that they were going to change. And it never happened. That they do sneaky stuff off camera. They try to make you look crazy. They bully you. There's favoritism. That show has favoritism, colorism, bias. I mean, it just has so many things wrong with it. And I think it's right when you said that if you executive produce like Shawnee, you should not be on camera. Because Shawnee has allowed this to happen.
Yeah, and she admitted that. She ended up
she
admitted a little bit of that. That of course Evelyn's her friend and she was going to have to see things from a different way. But I think you just brought up an important point, Joy, when Evelyn kept saying for somebody to call me a racist. I'm not a racist. And that's when she was crying and she brought it in. So depending on the words you use will change the whole conversation.
And she said she didn't. She said the word racist never came out of my mouth. She said I never called anybody a racist. Now,
and then Evelyn was like, I have Black children. How can she say this about me? Like, that's not a good case, Evelyn.
Nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all.
That has nothing to do with it. It's a whole bunch of, it was children of slavery that were created. Who you choose to have sex with has nothing to do with your superiority complex and how you see yourself and how you see others. And even your others could be different. I mean, we can talk about Jackie Christie and how she treated her daughter.
Yeah, they said she did that her light daughter was treated different than her darker skin daughter.
You can't say that. We have issues within ourselves, and you have to decide as an individual if you're going to check it.
Yeah, another thing, I watched another interview with OG, and she said that, just because you like Black penis does not mean that you cannot be a colorist.
Yeah.
OG said that?
Oh, yeah, it's on her Instagram.
Oh, I missed that.
And they're going to throw out this case, and I really hope that OG is suing her for attorney's fees. I really
better make her pay her attorney's fees.
Yes, because this is a waste of time. Because you can't, all OG would have to do is take footage that was actually aired to show how Evelyn is aggressive and bullyish. I mean, it's going to get thrown out.
And it was another thing that they didn't show that I thought was interesting. So they made sure to show where Jackie agreed, yes, I've been called crazy. I've been called aggressive. But they did not show the part where OG said, but were you ever not on the stage with everybody at the reunion?
Yeah, sure did.
Said, no, they left that part out. That was very important because what they tried to do in that edit was negate OG's feelings by saying,
really, that's what they did. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
really hope that OG did a lot of that and that she is 2 steps ahead of them.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to do people like that. You have to catch them up at their own game, You just have to. But I
you
love
got
her.
to.
I've gained more respect for her. And
I
I
did too.
I know
I
it's
really
like-
did.
completely lost it.
I'm not gonna lie, when I watched that, I was like, okay, I'm tired of you talking about this OG. Like, I really was like, it's done. Like, I'm done. But
Jackie
she
was
even
really
said,
trying
we don't need to talk about this now. We need to talk about this a year and a half ago. Like, y'all want to talk about this now. We should talk about this in proximity of when it happened, because y'all don't even remember what happened.
She did say that. She did.
Yeah.
She did. She said that. And she said, I tried to have these conversations. And you all, like, they didn't want to have these conversations. They dismissed her. Like,
when Jackie didn't want to have those conversations with Jennifer, every time Jennifer would get a word out, Jackie would say, you know, you and I are going to have problems because you're trying to go in this direction and we're not in that direction. That's when Jennifer was trying to say, well, we never saw OG go and touch somebody. We never saw OG get violent or anything. Jackie kept cutting her off. So the thing that gets me when we talk about colorism is, if Evelyn or Jackie does not really want to sit down and talk about everything that comes up, then the entire conversation is a waste of time for this group of people.
And something happened between Jennifer and OG because they going at each other
on Twitter right now.
Yeah, they're going at each other, basically saying that they didn't put up OG into basically a stage house for taping. But and then OG released, are we gonna do that? Let me release this. That Jennifer only got paid $5,000 an episode.
That was it. You had to fly coach while we didn't fly coach. Like OG went
right.
You got a bad contract. That's what she told her. What he say on Bell Clear, the contract.
I didn't know that. See, I'm never even on Twitter. I don't do.
You got to get on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter, but I
only see it when people post it on Facebook, because people post stuff on Twitter onto Facebook.
I went to Twitter a lot when Potomac was on.
Yes.
To see what different people would. But Candace didn't tweet almost until like the very end.
Yeah. It was mostly Karen and Monique.
Yeah. You could tell it wasn't until the very end where she started tweeting, and I think that was because school was out. Because she was in school while it was being aired.
Yeah, she was in, and she was busy, honey.
So she was busy. And when I say okay, go ahead.
Do you have anything else to talk about on Basketball Wives? You already moved to Married at First Sight.
Well, we can move on. I'll just say real quick, I'm a little offended to hear that Jennifer only made $5,000 an episode.
She made $5,000, and she released Jennifer's text.
Wow.
Okay. Is that what that was that I read?
That was Jennifer's text to her.
I did not realize
she
that.
Was asking OG, should she take it? She was like, they're only offering me $5,000 an episode, and
OG is not playing with them.
Yeah, that's why I said she isn't the one. That girl got a memory like a freaking.
She does.
I mean, because I'm telling you, even when Kristen said, I didn't say that, and I was like, she didn't. And then I said, well, dang,
I didn't think she said it either, Joy. I did.
Don't. That girl is no joke.
She's good. She good.
Yeah, playing with the wrong
one. She said, I'm not afraid of having a conversation with anybody. And the reason is because she's good at conversations. I mean, like, they messed with the wrong one. I don't think they thought she would sign that contract. Like, I think they're mad that she came back.
Well, they didn't want her to come back.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm mad that Tammy Roma had to dip her 2 cents in there. Okay, and then we can go to the next show.
They all are, though. They all are. Married at First Sight. Okay. All right, Joy. So it's your fault that I watched this. I'm gonna say this every week.
Okay, I'm gonna say this
take medicine. I take no medicine, but I'm gonna have to take blood pressure medicine after these shows because it gets me boiling.
My blood pressure went down to normal numbers once I stopped watching this crazy show.
Girl. Okay. But anyway, so we're on Married at First Sight. They are back from the honeymoon, right? And they are supposedly moving in together into an apartment. Correct? All right. So, Joy, you want to tell a little bit about what happened?
That's all I can say. For one, Chris did not go home with Paige.
Let me show Chris and Paige. Yeah.
He tells Paige as they're leaving Vegas, their honeymoon, that he needs to go to Chicago to think.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's Chris and Paige. Okay.
No, that's Chris and Paige.
Yeah.
So she goes to this show is in Atlanta this year. So she goes back to Atlanta, moves into her apartment alone, and Pastor Cal comes. Pastor Cal lays into her and basically, don't let me forget to say what Pastor Cal said off camera to her. Remind me to say it. So she's sitting with Pastor Cal, and basically Pastor Cal was disgusted with the fact that one, they had been having sex every day. They had not been using protection. Even after he told her he wasn't attracted to her.
Ma'am.
That's insane to me. And he asked her why. And she said she was still doing it because she felt like it was a duty. And she did not want to upset her husband, her husband. So while they're kind of getting into this conversation, Chris walks in. Chris, basically, I don't think he wasn't there for Pascal. He was there to get his luggage.
Yes, he said my luggage in the car. We'll get on that. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So he sits down and he's sitting up there. First of all, he came in with some jeggings on. I don't care what nobody
Let me tell you something. They was tighter than Marcel's jeans, so you know they was tight. If your jeans tighter than Marcel's,
was decent on him.
Yeah,
he got decent vibes.
Yeah. They was tighter than Marcel's with them church shoes on. But go ahead.
I'm ready. I'm back. That boy has hips. So he sits his little hippie self down with them jeggings on. And she's sitting over there, and he was just like, I haven't used her. I've been open and honest with her. He's lying. Because he pushes her out and reels her right back in.
And she goes back every time. He only has to whisper in her ear. And
right.
It's like
and
something wrong.
He whispered in her ear. Then at the end of the conversation, he was just like,
look, I'm falling in love with
you. I need to wait. I need to work this out with my baby mama. And da. And basically, he was just itching to go. And then he leans in with her at the end, whispers in her ear. And he whispered to her, I'm afraid I will fall in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. That's a little dangle of hope for her.
And she was like, she smiled.
Dangle of hope for her.
But she smiled. So after this man, this is why my pressure gets high. After this man, in front of people, America, the pastor tells you, I want to be with my baby mama. I love my baby mama. I only slept with you because I don't want to say why I did it. He has no kind of love, emotion, no regret or anything, in my opinion, towards you. And then a few minutes later, he whispers in your ear, I think I'm gonna fall in love with you. And you smile. I don't understand Paige. I don't understand her.
And this is what Pastor Cal
allegedly passed. Well, I ain't gonna say allegedly. I'm saying what Pastor Cal said. But people have been on him all day. And they've really been picking at him because he's more active online. And he said they asked her to get out of that marriage at some point, and she declined. So this
that's crazy.
Next week, we're going to meet the alleged baby mama.
Baby mama,
now, they're going to come up with some fantastic story that she didn't had a miscarriage, because I can't be clear to you. This Mercedes girl, she's going to be on an episode next week. They were seen last week, I think it was, or the week before last, in Cancun. Had she been pregnant, because we know for a fact that they got married in August, and she was 6 or 7 weeks pregnant, she would only be about 7 or 8 months right now. She was not pregnant when they were seen last week or so in Cancun. And they were together.
I mean, it's crazy because there are other couples on the show, but you can't even really focus on them because Chris and Paige, just story is so ridiculous. It's like, I just don't understand how you could sleep with this man with no protection, say that it's because he wanted to have a honeymoon baby, because she let that come out of her mouth, knowing he's not attracted to you and he loves another woman. I don't understand.
Oh, also one of the Pastor Cal said, well, how do you mean you could be pregnant right now? And
Mhm.
people were saying, she was like, oh no, I just came on my period 2 days ago. And people
Oh
were
my
like,
God.
well, why would she tell a pastor she just came on her period? I said to a pastor who asked her, who said she wondered was she pregnant.
Yeah.
Now she could have used a more articulate word. I'm on my
Yeah.
menses, I'm on my cycle. No,
Or just know
that
I know I'm not, because
yeah.
if I was, I would know. My
Yeah.
body would tell me, or anything like that. But she did. I did was like, But some people are just vocal about that. They'd have no embarrassment with saying they're on their period. So to her, she's a grown woman who has a period, and she gonna tell them she's not pregnant because she's on her period. So, but yeah, I don't understand. And it seems like Virginia and her pilot husband are gonna have a few issues because she likes to
No,
party. Yeah.
she need to party when he ain't in town. That's what I would say.
Then
When
the
he ain't
80s
in
man and his girl, they seem like they just don't mesh at all.
Well, I wonder do you think she like slept with him?
She
And
said
it
she
was just
didn't, but
bad.
she act like she
No,
did, and
she
she don't
said they
like him.
did. She
Oh,
said
did
they
she?
did. Yeah, they
Oh,
constantly.
okay. So maybe she said she didn't like the whole thing. Something she said she didn't want to do. So I don't think she liked it.
I don't think she.
I don't think she liked it. What do you think about Bree and Benny? That's the one who's the other black girl with the
What
Dominican.
was up with him? What made him switch like that? I
He
think
switched.
that she does a lot of nervous talking and giggling. I think that may be one of their issues. And what I mean by that is that you know how, and she may be doing things for the camera,
Mhm.
but she talks nervously, like she's and she's saying things as joking because he snaps so quickly.
Oh
Like,
no.
I don't like this, and so bad that he gotta leave. That was like, ooh.
That was, but I mean, their little issues, nothing, but I mean, like they would maybe be big, but because Paige is so desperate. I mean, do you feel like she's desperate for love, or what do you think she's staying?
I think anybody that would apply for this show is desperate for love. Now I'm here for it. I'm gonna watch it. And let me also say this. And when I say desperate for love, I mean I get it. If you're a person of a certain age, because dating is so difficult, and it's one thing to go into a dating situation and you not know their intention. You know a person's intention that except Chris's, who signs up for the show like this. These are people that want to get married.
Yeah.
These are people that want a commitment. And while we know that a lot of people didn't make it, we see the people who did.
Yeah, there's hope. There's some hope.
Yeah,
But
there's hope. Yeah.
yeah.
But don't you
Anything else
think we
about
have
this?
to be pretty desperate to sign up for a show like this?
I
Yes.
guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess you would, but she just take desperate to a whole nother level because she still think there's hope for them, and he's telling her in every way possible that there's not any hope. And it breaks my heart that she's acting this way. She's smart. She's successful. I don't get it.
So why is she
And
acting this way? That's what drives me crazy.
I don't know.
And it's all kinds of rumors out there about the fact that he had a Subway franchise, that it was closed down,
It's closed.
that businesses that he said he had aren't. She's an engineer, and he said she made a fourth of what he made.
Really?
Don't you remember on the honeymoon they were talking
Yeah.
about finances and where they would
No,
live?
she's
and
the
she's like,
accountant. The engineer is Bree.
yeah. Oh, she's an accountant?
Yeah, she's an accountant.
I thought she was an engineer. Okay.
Now Bree's the engineer. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
But she still has like real property. Like she has property.
She owns her own home. Yeah.
Yeah, and she has property that she rents out. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, all right, are we done with them? Anything else? I just discussed it, but I'm gonna watch again. I can't help it.
I love it. It's two shows worth watching to me. Reality TV. I'll say it over and over again. And that's Married at First Sight and Huntsville. Love and Married Huntsville. Those are the best reality shows on TV today.
So y'all want to move to Huntsville then, since we love it so much? Let's do it.
Well, let's do New Jersey first.
Y'all want to do New Jersey first? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Or unless you want to do Huntsville, then
No, let's do New Jersey. Let's follow our script. So with New Jersey, this week it wasn't as like action packed because I feel like the first show was like boom, 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 but it was still good. It was still kind of on the Jackie versus Teresa scenario. It kind of started off where Jackie used the analogy of what if you, and I don't want to repeat it, about Teresa's daughter. So what did you think about the show? Did you watch it, Callie? I know me and Joy watched it.
I watched not this most recent episode. No, I yesterday started watching from the first episode because I hadn't been watching.
Okay. So what do you think about, whose side are you on in this Teresa versus Jackie?
Teresa.
Whose side are you on, Joy?
I'm definitely on Teresa's side. I can't stand that girl.
I think, well, with me, I don't think that anybody's right in this situation. So I'm not picking a side. I feel like they both were wrong. They both crossed the line. With Teresa, the reason I feel like she crossed the line is, yes, we're on a show, but she involved more than just the cast. She involved the members of their neighborhood and their HOA. And she's going from table to table trying to get it. But she was telling friends, their friends at the party that wasn't on the show. Did you hear about Mr. Jim? That's when you involve the neighbors. So I feel like she crossed the line on that. I feel like Jackie crossed the line on, even if it was an analogy, using her daughter.
Can I give a spoiler alert?
Go ahead.
Okay, spoiler alert. You don't like spoilers.
We like a spoiler. Yeah, pause if you don't like spoilers.
Okay, couple of things. One spoiler is the person who, because one of the things they kept saying is, who told you this, Teresa? Teresa kept saying, I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah, she did. It was somebody. It was somebody.
You know, that's a classic Joy Muhammad comment. I'm lying when I say, what?
I don't remember. Yeah.
You know, my memory's so bad. But anyway, here's a spoiler. Allegedly,
yeah.
The person who told Teresa was Margaret.
On the cast, Margaret on the cast, who lives in the neighborhood, because you know Margaret lives in the neighborhood. Fair, wherever they live. Yeah.
So, and that the rumors are true.
I heard that too. Allegedly, I heard that.
Allegedly. And she, who this girl is, not only is he cheating on this girl, he's been with her for a while. And the woman, and she was married as well. She left her husband to be with him, but he is too afraid to leave because Jackie would be too vindictive.
She would.
And that's why he hasn't left. And to my understanding, a lot of this is going to come out.
Well, you know, they say that, you know, he's cheating. You know who else is cheating because they don't give BJs too?
Oh,
Marcel. Remember?
Oh,
is that what you do? Is that what they use for an excuse?
Well, I think it's a little bit more complex, but
But that's what they're saying. Yeah, Jackie said that she don't do that.
And
then,
I mean, I know it's still, you know, the sun is still out.
What you say?
The sun is still out in places, but what is the deal with the BJs? Or are they just, are people having allergic reactions? I don't know. It's been a while. I'm just kind of, okay, never mind. Just kind of curious.
I don't know, honey.
I want to talk about when we get to Huntsville, because on these these little groups, Facebook groups, I have a lot of arguments. I am a woman that's been married 23 years, 23 or 24. How old would you be if you got married in 97? I got married in 97. Figure it out.
Oh, Lord, you've been married forever, child.
So,
joy. Woo!
Right. I am a person that believes, you know,
I'm waiting on
if your husband has the guts to come to you and tell you what he needs, what he wants, what he desires, it is your duty as a woman to make it happen.
Really?
I do believe that. Now,
I agree with that.
I ain't talking about nothing stupid. I ain't talking
Okay.
about no three.
But it has to be the same. It has to go both ways too.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, not.
But what? Okay, so
women, Callie, that is imperative. You're correct.
Okay, but wait a minute. But say you married this person. Y'all got married. You said, honey, I don't like doing that. And they still marry you. What do you feel in that situation? Because he knew in the beginning.
Somebody's going to be unhappy if it becomes important to you. And my situation is a little bit different because I tend to say things like, I got married so young. You don't even know what you like.
You don't.
As you get a little older, you become a little bit more exposed to things. So hopefully as a couple, you can grow. And I think that's the issue with Marcel and Mel. They got, because she said she's been with Marcel since she was 21. And when you're 21, especially if you're in a physical relationship, you don't know what you like. You just know what feels good. But you haven't matured enough to understand what passion is, you haven't gotten there yet.
Well,
no.
I mean, but I just feel like if you say I don't like this, because I'm like, if I say I don't like
that's
something,
different.
But I don't know if that happened with them.
But at 21, you could say, "Oh heck no" to this, or this, and then be 40 and be like,
"I'm gonna try."
Yeah. Well, I got married when I was 23 years old. And that was pretty early. And I will say, what time of it? Where's my child at? Make sure where y'all. I will say that when I got divorced, I mean, I could sit down and talk to somebody all day about what I didn't do. I just felt, honestly, I don't know the best way to say this. I felt that when I met the man that I knew I was going to marry, I was everything ladylike for him. I was that person that he's going to take home to the family. They were going to love me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I was everything ladylike, but there was no way in my relationship that I was ever going to do anything that I might have done sexually with somebody before I was married, if it would take me out of my ladylike mode, if that tells you anything. So there were some things there were some things I wouldn't do because, I'm like, I don't want you to think I knew how to do that before you. It's kind of weird.
I got you, yeah. But would you eventually do it?
No.
See, I would be the opposite. Like, I'm not gonna do.
No, I did it when I got divorced.
I'm a prude, so y'all. I'm not gonna even tell y'all. I didn't venture out a lot. I'm a prude. But I am like, I wish I would have been a little more adventurous. I'm like, damn. But anyway, moving on. I just, I wouldn't do things with people unless I love them. That's just how I am. I mean, So I would.
So what I wonder is, did Melody, when she stepped away from Martell for that short amount of time, I bet she did the BJ with whoever that was.
Well, she might have, and that's another thing. You only do certain things with people who you trust, and if you know that, like that one post that somebody said, Kelly, that you read to me earlier, that you're not gonna be doing that on people who doing stuff with other people. Like, I don't want to put my mouth on certain things. Like, I would understand that with her, so. But anyway,
I just get a kick at looking at Joy's facial expression.
I don't even know how we got on this topic, though.
I'll just say this. Once you get married, that is your mate. I just am a strong believer that everything is on the table. I just have always been clear, I don't have that problem with my husband. My husband, I'm not gay, I'm not bisexual, so I'm not interested in, anything like that. But it's okay.
You never know. You could try it. I don't think I would, but it's not off the table. Like, it can happen. I mean, I'm not gonna judge anybody who does do it.
No, it's no judgment. I'm just telling you what I'm not.
Yeah.
And what I'm not interested in, But I mean, everything.
Yeah, we'll do a few things. Okay, so are we done with them? I can't remember anything else that happened. I think what's going to happen next is the next week. Teresa's going to cross the line, in my opinion, but we'll talk about that next week.
Who do you think?
When she calls Joe, saying Melissa got the number, from the way.
You think that happens next week?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
I thought they were past that. I thought they wanted to be friends. And
I did too.
So why would she do that?
But
I feel like Teresa's not mad.
If you saw your brother's wife giving her number to somebody and you see her texting this guy, you want to tell your brother?
I would tell her. We're in the same damn house. I'm on a vacation with you. What are you doing on the phone with somebody else? I'm gonna talk to her.
Yeah, I talked to her because we don't know what that conversation is.
They supposed to be friends now, Joy. Like they supposed to be past this. We supposed to be friends.
Right.
I need to know. Let me see what y'all talking about because it could be her planning something for
this
Joe.
This is the same person that's been friends with who was still friends with Jackie.
Yeah, I know, but still,
so how good of friends are they?
Well, I don't think they're going to ever really be friends unless they both one of them get off this show. It's not going to happen. But I feel like if we're in the same house and she is my sister-in-law, I'm going to be like, what you doing, sis? What's going on? What's going on? I feel like Teresa's marriage is not together, so she's going to try to ruin everybody's marriage from here forward.
I would hope not. Who wants to sit around with a bunch of girls that all have had bad marriages and everybody wants to be negative all the time? Because that's what the conversations would be. I wouldn't go around telling on people. There has to be other ways for folks to find out if their relationship is good or bad.
Yes.
Without getting stuff from gossip. I don't know.
But did anything else happen? I can't remember anything else.
No, it was just kind of one of the things that they did do. They did make clear that it was an analogy immediately. So I kind of got the impression that
and Gia and also Callie, you hadn't heard that, but Gia on the show said, "Mom, you shouldn't have done that. You need to apologize to Jackie."
Yeah, I heard that part.
Yeah, so I feel like Gia's more sensible than her mom, but you know, Gia's not dealing with these crazy women either. Like Teresa got to kind of be on defense on Jersey because they come out swinging. You hear me? So she's kind of like defensive all the time when it comes.
The only thing that truly bothered me about Jackie is there are pictures of Teresa in prison. It could have been a million things that she could have went after.
Your husband got deported. Your husband got deported. You talking about my husband? Your husband couldn't even stay here because he broke the law. Like, don't worry about my shit. It was so many things
that she could have gone after. I hate that she involved Gia because every time Gia goes to the bathroom at a party, somebody gonna be saying that girl in there doing.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Listen, y'all, Gia got a new nose. She ain't messing that nose up. She ain't messing that nose up for no cocaine. Y'all better leave Gia alone.
She did not.
Gia did get a nose job.
She did not.
He did. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the picture. She talked about it. It was swollen. Do y'all not follow her on Instagram? She got a nose job. Yeah, she got a whole new nose. I'm not saying because she does drugs. She just didn't like her nose. I don't think she does drugs. So
I'm looking at. Oh, okay. I mean,
she got a new nose. I like her old nose better. Yeah, I love her new. I like her old nose better, but she got a new one. Okay, so let's go to Huntsville. Ooh, Huntsville's always just jam packed. Like it's like
Huntsville is the show. It's the show. It's the show.
I don't understand how they have I guess it's because it's so many couples and so much that they can cover and so much dynamic and they're so open. Like they don't.
That's really the problem. Melanie has made this a hit show, and how much you bet she gonna walk away from?
Oh, I think Melanie's trying to get her own thing.
Yeah, she could do her own thing, but just think if she stayed on the show. I mean, why stay on the show with Marcel and his side chick? If it's true that he's bringing the side chick to the camera.
I wouldn't stay if she came.
But that's why I wonder, was this an exit for her? Because, you know, this is why I end up being on my friend Sharice say that I'm always on Martel's side. You know, she told me this the other day. You know, I believe in covering your husband. I'm a strong believer in that. Now I might cuss you out at home, but I'm gonna be okay with you.
Me too. I'm like, we gang. When we in public, we gang. When we get home, we may not be. But yeah,
But
I agree.
she just doesn't do that. Like she's constantly putting their business out on the street. And the problem is she'll hit 6, 7 times before Martell hits one.
Yeah.
And he'll sucker punch. But she punches. She's constant. And I just feel like, Martell at this point is doing it to himself, but his whole world is unraveling. So
He's
he's losing everything.
Yeah, he is really
not just his
hate
family, his businesses,
everything,
his friendships, his life is falling apart.
But I mean, I feel like some of it's his doing too. It's both of their fault.
It is his doing. I would never take away from the fact that he's a cheater, even if it's in response to, again, like I said, I mentioned earlier, Martell is a perfect example. If Martell has been open enough to come to her on camera and say, my needs aren't being met, babe, don't take on too many projects. We need you at home.
Yeah.
How many, like even when the situation with Jackie on Married to Medicine, when Curtis came to her, I knew that day he was going to cheat on her. Yeah. It's because if you remember the blogs and talk about it until the next, like a day or two later, you can predict it. And when what we watched, which was right before the pandemic, he's telling her, babe, I need you at home. The kids need you. That's a man's way of saying, I need you. Yeah. Because he's going to try to guilt you with the kids. But the reality is he wants you.
He the one who's lacking.
So he's saying, I need you. And you just taking on this project, you ain't never home.
Yeah, she did take on a lot. I mean, I understand it.
I don't know what else he could have done. Now, what he should have did was leave. But he would have been in the same predicament that he is now. Martell did not want to leave his family to be separated. And that's a pickle that you kind of put a man in. When a man is coming to you and he's saying, I need this, I don't understand. I don't understand a mindset to say, well, I don't want to do. I don't understand. My makeup will not allow me to understand.
What do you feel about that, Callie? Do you agree?
I do agree, but I don't know how far out he had already been in his other relationship the first time that he mentioned, the blowjob situation. He, at that point, had probably already cheated because they've been together for 5 or 6 years now, as far as the side chick.
But if you remember during the same time, because remember, we know what time it was. We almost could put dates in because of things that happened.
Yeah.
Don't forget that this was the exact same time that Ariel was doing all of those interviews.
Her name Ariola?
Ariane.
Okay.
Her name is Ariane.
I don't know her name. Okay,
this was the exact same time she was doing all of these interviews with the blogs. And if you remember, Kimmy was talking about her in her kitchen with Martell. Remember, it got Martell so mad, he mentioned that Kimmy was a side chick.
Yes.
This was the exact same time. I mean, exact same time. Ariel was doing an interview. It seemed like once a week. She was going from one blogger to another. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, I didn't watch it then, right to the beginning. I watched it later.
So I mentioned that to say this, that Ariane kept saying that she hasn't dealt with Martell in a while. Whatever was happening before, he stopped.
Okay. So they took a break.
Ariane was obviously pissed because she was on a mission to destroy him. She was doing
why would he go back to her if she is the woman who, when he left her, went to the blogs to tell why would you go back to somebody like that?
I don't know, but when this was it seemed like in the very same time, now mind you, she I give her a little slack. She had just had a baby.
Oh, so by him or somebody else?
Yeah, she had just had that last baby.
Are you talking about Melody?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So all of this was happening at the same time. Melanie had just had her baby, and Melanie is just now probably postpartum, because she had that baby, I want to say at the end of, or it was right before Christmas. I don't know what the date is, but it was right before Christmas. So when Melanie had that baby, this is now January. Ariane is doing all of these interviews in November and December, early January. And then he's saying, you know, babe, don't take on these projects. You're taking on project after project. I need you home more, project after project. The pandemic hit. Most people at home cuddling, you know. Yeah. You know, my husband and I was sitting up there. We'd watched 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. No lie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we just watching TV together. Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
So if you're watching, you know, at home, most people are coupling.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know if she was coupling, but he obviously needed something because the world has stopped. You ain't working. By mid-March, Huntsville has shut down March 20th. I remember that date distinctly. So, you know, what was he supposed to do?
Oh, I don't know. Don't they have like toys for him to use? And I mean, yes. Because I'm telling y'all, they got something. I'll tell y'all about it later. But they got this thing that simulates.
What are men supposed to do? I mean, because I thought Maurice's choices were clear. You leave.
Yes.
Because that is an option. You stay. And cheat. Or what was the third one?
No, you stay, you leave, or you cheat. That was his three. You stay in it like it is, you leave.
Yeah.
And two of them are right and one is wrong.
One is wrong. And cheating is wrong.
Yeah.
I think she started saying yes.
Doing something because I mean she's got kids by him, so if they doing something, it may not be the way he wanted or how often he wants it, but they was doing something.
I think she started saying yes to all of those business opportunities that took her away from her home. I think she started saying that probably because in her mind, Marcel had already been cheating for a set amount of time. And she thought, this is my time to branch out. Why am I just going to sit here and do nothing while he's out cheating with Areola?
Right, honey. Areola, honey. So I mean, y'all know, I ain't gonna say what I gotta say about Marcel. I don't like cheaters. I just think that it's crazy.
Neither do I.
I think you should just leave. Like just leave. If you cannot handle what's going on in this house, you need to leave.
That's too easy. I think that's what should happen too, but that's obviously too easy for these boys.
Let me also say this. If a man comes every show, black man, black woman, show, movie that we've seen that happens, that's not bad. Or your man come home one day, or you know, think about
girl,
you get ready for a New Year's Eve party. Oh, like a wait to excel. You in the mirror, and your man come home and be like, look, I don't want to be here no more. It doesn't, it's no easy situation.
Because you know, you telling the truth. You talking right, because you know who else we talking about? He should be at home with his wife, Marie. Like, why he ain't at home?
Who'd you say?
Marie husband. Why he ain't at home?
Oh, yeah. He's over there with
that's true. That's true.
There is no situation. I mean, as a man, if you have no recourse, I think of it like this. Once you are married and you sign up to be with that person for life, and your man has the guts to come to you, and it's vice versa, or your woman has the guts to come to you and say, hey, babe, because I mean, think about it like this. If you're a woman married to a man and your needs aren't being met, whatever they are, emotionally, physically, whatever, and you have guts enough to come to your man and say, babe, I'm unhappy, I need this, and you either have to do what? Stay and deal with it, the same situation, cheat, or leave.
And I feel like
shouldn't a man leave on his own before going out there spending $30,000 on the cheapest version of the BMW you can get? If you're going to go into the family's money and buy that girl a car, then you should have been gone.
He shouldn't have bought her a car. You just don't do that. It's like Marcel crossed the line in so many ways that I think is just disgusting.
And he can't continue to blame all that on Melody.
I don't know. He can't. He's wrong. He's gonna have to deal with it. It's just like I say, he's gonna have to have a conversation with God. Yes. Anywhere it goes. Because you can talk about, well, my needs wasn't being met all day. You have choices. You know, you can say God hates divorce.
All right. So let's go. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. You deal with it.
All right, so we got to move on. Anything else about this? I mean, it's so much. We didn't even talk about Wanda and Marcel's conversation, which I thought was good. Kimmy going off on Tish at the thing. That was good.
Yeah, Tish is so out of line. And so that girl, she needs an intervention.
Yeah. I think what Joyce said makes sense. Wanda had her young. They're more like friends. She's used to her mom being like around.
15 years different.
Yeah. And so
her and Kimmy are the same age.
Yeah, I wanted to make that very clear at the table with Marcel.
Wanda made it clear, which she probably should not have, because that's going to put more eyes and people going to be like, how are you and Kimmy the same age?
Yeah.
The pin curls would have made me think there was at least 25 years difference.
But they grew up in different, no.
But the Gorilla Glue pin curls.
No, I got them. I ain't gonna put them up this time. But I think it's because of where they grew up. Like Kimmy grew up different, and Wanda still live in that pin curl, Dream Girls.
But that's kind of popular. I watched my girlfriend here in St. Louis do somebody I was just watching. It looks so pretty too.
Well, that's not.
It did look like this.
A really good tip. Did she get that bun too? That
that
took 45 minutes in the microwave to cook.
It was a swoop. It was.
So it's not this right here in this picture.
That's no.
Okay.
No. Look at that.
Okay, not
that's
that.
a doggone shame.
That's a shame. But yeah, so
her and Maria are probably friends. Her and Maria, because they, Maria got the finger waves and this girl got the pin waves. Okay.
That's Alabama and Mississippi. I hate to say that out loud. I did. I'm
sorry. Really? So that's what they do.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna move.
If you 60, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the time when you thought you was sharp.
Right. They live in the Dream Girls era. They still think they're in Motown.
You are not. If Tisha is 38 and 15.
Yeah, they're the same
age. Old she is.
Yeah.
And Kimmy is 52. She looks
they're the same.
Fantastic.
She does.
But what is the issue? What there has to be a term for Tisha. I mean, she's just a pouty. No one believes me, and everybody said it's my fault. And you and Mel Kimmy keep doing that to me, like she's the baby and whining to her husband that everybody's being mean to her. She drive me crazy.
I don't know. She's childish. She's just mentally not there. I mean, she's codependent on her mom. I don't know.
Well,
I feel like she thinks Wanda be the voice for her. Like she needs Wanda as a backup.
Her mother probably did always protect her. So
she's
because I was wondering, did she have any other siblings?
I don't know. They never talk about it.
Yeah, I wondered, did she have one? Because it's possible that that was her baby. Yeah. I can't emphasize to you, Wanda drives 114 miles from Bessemer, Alabama.
Each way. Each way. Wow. So one way.
You don't believe me? Google it.
So one way.
Well, they finally had the ribbon cutting for the cigar bar.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that in a little while. Y'all want to talk about that now since we're talking about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and we can talk about Melody's singing career too. So they had the cigar bar opening. I think this is the picture.
Yeah, it looked nice.
This is the only picture I have. I don't have a picture of them. But it matches my shirt.
They went live the other day during the ceremony.
It matches their thing. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, that's cute, ain't it? That's the inauguration. They had they have some other pictures out there too. It looks really nice. And then I watched the video of the story behind it when they first started putting it together. Marcel said not Marcel, but Marcel said the idea for it was for professional women to have a place to go. So the cigar bar in his mind was put there for professional women, and they had it set up for professional women somehow. And then he said something about something that they have in there stops the girls from smelling like smoke when they leave the place.
Oh, that's important.
And I don't know what that was, but that caught my interest.
Okay.
Oh,
well, I
yeah.
hope it's successful. With
I think that's crazy that in COVID times to go to a cigar bar.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that they're getting business, or what is in Alabama? Because I know here.
I know it's pretty popular because my brother goes to them in Birmingham. He lives in Birmingham. So.
I know people go to hookah bars too, and I'm thinking, don't you share that with people? I don't understand that.
Well, people buy their own things now.
Oh, okay, I get you. See, I've never done any of that.
Yeah.
So I do wish them well. I mean, I feel like they're doing great things. Here's Melody.
Yeah, it sounds like they are. Oh, and they're also building a what do you call it? The remote offices now, where they can have the daycare in the office. The women can go and hold their business meetings there. And
we have a few of those there.
Working from home. Yeah, so I thought that was good too.
Yeah, we have a few of those there here where you kind of rent the little office space for a little while if you want to have a meeting.
Yeah, we have lots of them here, but definitely none by well, I won't say definitely, I might be wrong, but it was good to see a woman have that coming up.
Who's that?
Who's doing
Tisha and Marcel.
Oh, okay.
They're doing that. So Melody, she gave us a little preview of her singing. What did you all think about her singing voice?
It sounds okay. I couldn't hear a lot because she was usually doing it over a track. It sounds okay. I mean, I didn't hear anything bad. I still think that so far the only real singer in the bunch is Candace. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Candace has a great voice. But,
yeah.
What do you think, Joy, about her voice? Did you hear it?
She didn't sound bad.
I didn't think she sounded bad either.
The name of it is Tell Sign.
Yeah, she said there was a lot of signs that she had that he was cheating, and she finally followed the sign or listened to the sign. But it comes out March 20th. And this is her little graphic from her Instagram that I took. She got a little bit on there.
At some point, when you first was having conversations
I thought that was Karen.
My bad. Oh, that's Melody.
Okay.
Girl.
Everybody got blonde hair, girl. Everybody got blonde hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wish her well with her singing career. I mean, I feel like if you can get income on TV, singing, doing a movie, whatever you got to do to take care of your kids, go ahead and do it.
So hopefully she'll make some money and won't be concerned when her ex-husband starts crying that he doesn't have any, because he might try and get some out of her to take care of him and his new family.
Oh, I would not. Do not. Don't say that. I'll be mad. All right, so now let's go to Atlanta, which is coming on in about 30 minutes, but we don't ever really watch the beginning. We kind of wait. So what did y'all think about Mr. Bolo? This was Bolo.
Can I tell you, I've never even watched the full episode. I've just seen everybody's videos they've been putting on Facebook. That's kind of where I'm getting all my info from. It just seemed pretty,
I love this graphic that look at Miss Kenya holding Bolo fort.
You know what? They're gonna flip all of this on Kenya, and I'll tell you why. This was a situation that had Kenya not turned it ugly, could have been the beginning turning point of some good fun for them. Everybody was there. Everybody enjoyed themselves. Everybody kicked it, and they went to their room. Whether or not Portia was with this dude, not only do I not know, I really don't care. Portia is single. She ain't single, just single. She's single. I mean, that's clear.
But in the thing she said, I'm gonna get in trouble, because Drew said I'm gonna get in trouble. Portia said I am too.
Portia said that. I thought Portia was
Go watch it when they were sitting on that couch. Yes.
Now she's single because
but they ain't together.
Dennis brought her to the thing, and she was reading a text at some point that Dennis sent her. I have no doubt that Dennis might, he love her. He just ain't really ready for her.
Yeah, he not.
Because I do believe he just ain't ready for her yet.
I don't think she feels the same way about that little leprechaun. I'm sorry.
I think that she did. You don't think so?
I'm with you too. I don't care if she want to destroy her vagina on that. That's her business.
Yeah, that's true. I
If
agree.
that's what she want to do, she can
So
do what she got to do.
Why did Kenya?
But I'm just gonna say this: if you on the reality show and they are filming you, there is no privacy. I don't care how many cameras you cover.
Yeah, it ain't no privacy.
I don't care how many anything you try to do, Mike, whatever. You on the show.
You are, but given the fact that we saw the guy say, okay, they're leaving, given the fact we heard them say that, so you think, even though we heard them say that it was still okay for them to have cameras up in different places?
Well, they knew it was still cameras up because they went by and put something over.
They tried to cover them.
Yeah. They knew they were there. They knew they were there.
They forgot the audio.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And I mean, even go ahead. I mean, even the show though kind of did this diagram. I mean, I think people are gonna blame Kenya, which Kenya did play a part in it.
It ain't no part. She did it because this one. It started off like a joke.
It ain't no part.
Taking it like she was offended for some reason, and then calling the girl on her. It was too far. It went too far.
Yeah, it went too far. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: if this didn't happen, what was y'all gonna talk about?
Right. Okay.
I don't know, but it could have been my point is, it was literally a trip that started off really bad, but it was could have been a turning point because not only was everybody getting along, people who hadn't been getting along. Portia was getting along with Toya, was getting along with Kenya. Everybody was tripping off of her.
Drew said her and Toya and Drew supposedly kissed. But I'm gonna say this. I know you showed me that mid-season trailer. People was mad at Kenya for asking questions, but then Drew gonna turn around and get in LaToya's business about sleeping with a pastor. So it's like they only get mad.
Who is this pastor? Because people
I don't
trying
know,
to say
but it's okay
it was
for
Giselle.
Drew to do
People trying
this.
to say it was Jamal.
Really?
That's what somebody said. I bet it is. And people's like, yeah.
I don't think it's Jamal. No.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
But yeah, so I mean, it's like they all get in each other's business anyway. But
it better not be Jamal. I've been thinking about that. I don't think
it's Jamal. But it's just like, I really feel like if this wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about.
I agree.
What y'all think?
I'm just saying, I thought that.
Did I show Bolo or no?
She turned something that was fun for the girls and turned it ugly.
She did.
And it didn't have to be.
Did she do that because of LaToya?
And Portia kissing each other?
Yeah. Yeah.
But even the producers pointed that out before Kenya even said anything. When people were in the room, they drew lines. This is Portia and Toya kissing. Go back and watch. They showed that. They showed the diagram of the room, where Portia's room was, where Tanya's room was, where the room supposedly they was doing.
Why do you think Tanya quit though? Like,
because what did her face do when it was mentioned? What did Tanya's face do? Tell me.
Oh, she looked like her life was flashed before.
It looked like she died and came back.
Yeah, it looked her whole life flashed.
And her whole life left her soul, left her body. I don't know what she did. Allegedly, I could be wrong, but her face was like, oh my God.
Definitely looked like her. I'm telling you, with that look on her face, I said that girl whole life that she wanted.
And she's already been trying to get it for what? How long they've been together now? 10, 15 years?
He ain't even asked to marry her. So I do think that
overly
this could have been handled
anyway.
You know, I'm a Kenya fan, but when she's wrong, I would say she's wrong. I feel like she went a little too far. I really did.
And I get that people talk about it. Like if you had just left it in the kitchen, you know, like I heard, where did it come from? Oh,
noises.
And that would have been it. You know, but to be trying to continue and they all doing this. What was that supposed to be? The confessionals, the Sharon Stone.
The Sharon Stone.
Yeah, what was that mess?
But the producers did that too. See, that was the producers too. Like they played a part in this too. Because Portia, they made sure to say, I plead the fifth.
That was Kenya's idea. That because everybody just followed suit because she had on the white dress and everything.
Oh, so you think so you trying to say Kenya tell? No, it could have been, but it was a good idea.
It seemed like it because Kenya had on the white dress. If
She was basic. What is that? Basic Instinct. She did the sheriff.
Basic Instinct. Yeah.
If you remember, she didn't even have no underwear on.
No, she didn't.
In the movie.
In the movie,
like
yeah.
Kenya sitting there. I mean, Kenya sitting up there like sharing song. Everybody else was kind of following suit. Portia said, "I'm not participating in this."
She said, "I plead the fifth. I ain't participating."
And then you see Shamia pop in instead of
And I think Drew popped in and said some stuff too. So but I really feel like, do you think the episode lived up to the hype of it all?
No.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do. Only because of the reaction that I saw from everybody. Did y'all get a chance to look at that video I sent y'all from All About the Tea?
No.
That little lady, Marcella, child, I just have not laughed. Marcella is just one of the girls that's usually on the panel with the All About the Tea crew. She joined in to give her input on that little night's event. I have never laughed so hard.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
My life. She just got to talking. She did not hold back. She talked about every sexual thing possible in her age and her husband and how she might have came. Oh my God, it was hilarious. That lady is funny.
Ooh, so okay, I'm gonna watch that. So, but do you think that the ladies, because a lot of people are commenting on their what they had on, and they feel like they were kind of being too exposed, and that Bravo was using them at like sexual whatever. Do you agree?
I didn't feel it was too exposed. I mean, they looked like cheesy outfits.
Yeah.
Candy brought,
But do you think that they should have dressed like that on the show, or did you care?
I wouldn't have let my behind hang out like that, and it doesn't look good. And those ladies aren't even out of shape.
Yeah.
But it looked.
That's how you knew the stuff was just cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I didn't care though. Just, I think the whole thing might have really been a bit too much.
I do like Portia's new haircut.
It looks sharp on her. Like she looks like
good on her face.
It looks really nice on her.
She can definitely wear short hair. Like
I like it better than her wigs. Actually, I think she looks really good. But I don't know. I just felt like, because like even when they were trying on that lingerie and the thing, it's like they just make sure to show their butts and their bodies. And I mean, even the ladies on, I'm telling you, New York, they the kind of the most raunchiest little old ladies and sex talk. I mean, some of them that had sex. They don't have sex with the same man. One man in the community, every last one of them that had sex with. They talk about it all day.
Oh yeah, Tom. His name is Tom. Was it Tom?
Yes,
but he
every last one of them.
Every girl in the crew. It's hilarious.
They will talk, but they do not dress like. They don't go that far.
Except for Sonia. Sonia does.
That's something.
Sonia did it one night, and not Ramona, but Luann had to like cover her for Chase.
Cover her up,
Child.
Sonia like 65, 7, like she looked good, but I just feel like they just every time they have to show their bodies, and we're more than our bodies sometimes. I just feel like
and I'm surprised because I guess when you think about like producers, executive producers, that sort of thing, you're thinking 9 times out of 10, many of them are, people who the powers that be or white, they don't, white older men, maybe they do like to look at Black women's bodies.
Oh, they do, I'm sure.
More than what we could, but why are white women so obsessed with being like frail, skinny?
Not anymore. Now they get the fake butts, fake lips, fake hips, fake. They're trying to be more.
Yeah, they definitely are trying to be more. Speaking of frail, skinny, I was looking at pictures today of Monique. Now, she was in one of the pictures I was looking at today, where Monique from Potomac is extreme.
Oh, she's so skinny.
She's always been skinny. She's very skinny.
She's like boy kind of body skinny.
Yeah,
I don't know that I've ever noticed it before. And I was just going through this picture. She was sitting behind the wheel, and her chest was barely there.
Yeah, she's tiny.
If you remember, if you go back to the episode when they had that talk with everybody except Candace last season, she had on these skinny jeans. That girl's legs look like sticks.
Wait a minute.
She's tiny.
I didn't realize she was that tiny. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, I done lost my thing, y'all. Where we at now? Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk about. You want to talk about Tyrese? Are we done with Atlanta? Tonight's supposed to be really, really good.
How?
Yeah.
What else is there? Is Bolo coming
Well,
back?
my dog, I'm telling y'all, my dog just did this.
What happened?
Bolo, get away. Hold on.
What's going? Oh. You know what?
Stepped right on my iPad. Do you hear me? Okay, anyway. Because I was like, should I put it up? Should I not? I guess I should have. All right, so anything else about Atlanta?
All I can say is another me who wasn't worried about her salvation.
Oh, I don't think I would do it. I'm not destroying myself for that. I'm not.
I'm worried about my salvation today.
That's I mean,
Well,
I want nothing little, but that's just I don't think that's natural. It just don't look right to me. What else was I gonna ask y'all? Oh, okay, so we saw the clip. Are you ready for because you shared with us the clip of what's to come the next half of it? It looks like it's gonna be good. I watched it of Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
what else is there to see?
I actually surprised the I thought I posted it. It looks like it's going to be like a pretty decent second half.
Yeah, it's in our thing. It looks really good. I mean, that's when they talk about, but they didn't show the Fallon Latoya thing because I was looking to see that. They didn't show that. They showed Drew,
I heard about that.
Latoya gonna throw some at Drew. I mean, it's gonna be good.
Gonna throw something at her. Is that what you said?
Yeah, girl. You gotta watch. Did she throw something at Drew, Latoya?
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah. I don't want to say what it was. But yeah.
So what do y'all is Candy gonna somehow be really involved in this tiny TI stuff? Everybody keeps dropping her name in.
I hadn't really heard anything else about it. Is some more stuff going on?
Yeah. I mean, I hear about it. I'm finding different articles all the time when I'm not even looking for it about, somebody else has brought up Candy's name again. And I'm thinking, I wouldn't be surprised, but, because we know what they like to do, but Candy is a smart girl. Yeah. I really think if something like that was going on, they signed probably 12 non-disclosures per person. I can't see her getting into trouble.
Yeah, I don't think she would do that. And plus she says she doesn't drink, right?
Yeah, never has, which makes you wonder, right? She does a whole lot on a sober mind.
Well, I pray Candy ain't involved. I pray they're not involved in as much.
I always say, and this is true. He claimed this is true too, that Donald Trump didn't drink. He didn't drink or do drugs. So my whole thing is every time he's tweeted,
but he's not drunk.
Sober mind.
You're trying to tell me he was sober?
Okay. He was sober mind because this is like sometimes look at his tweets like that dude is hammered. No,
he's got to be on something. But I don't
he doesn't drink either. Yeah.
All right. So, Joy, did you? I didn't watch not Joy, Callie. I didn't watch the Tyrese thing. Do you have some information about him and what's going on with him being emotional right now?
Nothing new. He's just an emotional wreck, and it's just breaking my heart. But I'm over him. He's a part of the whole colorism thing. If you think about it, you remember Tyrese went through his moments of telling Black women what we need to do.
Yeah.
What everything we did that was wrong. And now he went and get his little 2 yellow women that he's had these beautiful babies by. And now he's not with either one of them because they all can now acknowledge he has lost his mind.
Yeah.
So, well, he has a Starbucks in the backyard, so maybe he can get some caffeine-free stuff because he doesn't need any. Something's wrong with him. He's just a beautiful man too. Look at that.
He is. He's handsome.
Yes, he is. No, nothing more. It just breaks my heart every time he opens his mouth and we get to see that he's probably a little bit crazier than Kanye West.
Oh, you think?
Let's just be real clear.
Not as crazy. He might be on the cusp, but he ain't there yet. All right. So next I have the K.
Let me just remind you, my Shayla. He's there. Okay, we can go on.
Was that when he was crying? Okay, yeah. His child support. So now I have K. Michelle booty mishap. What happened with? Okay, so I have not watched it, but supposedly she did this video where she's dancing, and while she's dancing, her booty does a flip. And
it's hilarious. We were driving to Starbucks this morning, and All About the Tea was playing. All About the Tea got to talking about it, and the girls in the back seat, they cracked up laughing the minute they heard that this fake button got to messing up inside the little video. Hilarious.
I think she did get all the silicone removed.
I thought she did, yeah.
But now they have to go and reconstruct.
So it's the excess skin. But the thing is, my daughter pointed out that it looks like it was cardboard. It was that thin and kind of.
They say it's bad, but she's shopping a show about bad plastic surgery to Lifetime, or one of those shows. So maybe this is her way to get it going. But I know I was listening to the radio, and the guy was, bad. DJ was doing a prayer for Michelle that it would get pieced back together, and
oh my goodness,
all of this stuff. So I don't.
Wait a minute, is this the preacher that was
okay? Us as women, why do you think that we do this? How did the big butt fake stuff happen? Where did this come from?
The first person that I can remember knowing undeniably that they had like a fat fake butt was Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
I remember. What do you mean undeniably?
Because I would hear, she get booty injections. I've heard that before, but they were like, I didn't necessarily think that they were injections. I thought they were like lifts.
Yeah.
Like I could see like what's the girl from Jersey?
Now Dolores gets fat removed and put there, and hers looks good.
Yeah, and she said she got a lift. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get that, but I can remember Kim Kardashian's butt is being fake, and then when you look at like Nicki Minaj, because I was following her before she was famous, before she had did her first CD, I used to watch her videos, and because she used to be with another group. Nicki Minaj did.
Okay.
And I love to hear her rap. And when she kind of came out, her body, she was a tiny girl.
Yeah.
She was really tiny. And, and tiny in a cute way. I just don't understand why that is considered attractive.
I don't
because
get it
looks so different.
Me either.
Even my girlfriend, I have a girlfriend, when we were really, really young, she has a real big butt.
I do.
She was skinny.
I've always had a butt, skinny or not. Girl, it's out of this world.
She was bone skinny, but she had this itty bitty waist and this big old butt.
Big.
But her butt looked natural.
Yeah.
These girls that are bone skinny, that had these, Erykah Badu was an example of that.
Yes, she did.
Where she was tiny, but she had this big, it didn't look fake. These girls get it so big, like tiny in jeans. I just don't know how they think it looks good. Tiny is like the tiniest of tiny girls.
And her butt is not right. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't understand where it came from. Like, I feel like most black women anyway have butts.
I understand where it came from. We've always had the butts, at least we thought they were butts, but we didn't get the same attention for them that these Kardashians and Lopez and them came on the scene and started getting attention for the butts that we had.
Jennifer Lopez has a fake butt.
She doesn't.
No, I don't think it's a fake butt, but just when we get to talking about how did we get to the butt, I think that they have a lot to do with why we're there, because these are two people that are not from the African-American community that are out here with these massive butts, getting all kind of attention, like, that they were born with it, and there was never anything ever talked about big butts with African Americans. So when these Michelle and them other people in the world that are wanting to make that same money, whether it's in fashion, music, or whatever, they want the same butt that we've always had, but it got to be bigger now because J-Lo and Kim K is taking over. Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Because they were getting praised for their butts. We've been having it forever.
They were getting praised for the butts.
It was like, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt situations when we had it.
Yeah.
But then when they came on the scene with our butts and our shapes and our curves, they got praised. And then it became
they were making more money. They were making money off of what we had naturally. So everybody in our had to kind of say, look, give me a little bit more. I need to be making that money.
Ooh, because they just went overboard.
Like, yeah, look at that look on Joy's face, just cracks me up.
It's the truth though. I mean, it's like they go overboard. Like I would give some of mine away.
I just don't know how they think it looks good. I could even see a woman worried about a little bit of a hip.
Yeah.
Than a butt.
A butt. Especially when you're
or even a lift, or even just a little bit of butt and a hip. Because that makes sense to me, that there's your hourglass. I don't know. I'm not a man, so I can't get into the mentality of a man, but it looks so distorted.
It does.
Like, it really does.
And it might look good in a dress, but it looks terrible in jeans.
And jeggings and tight pants.
Oh, it looks terrible. I was looking at a picture of Tiny and I was like, I would kill to be that tiny.
I know.
I mean, just all over. I can't. My brain
is exploding. Well, honey, I'm telling you. I would love to get some of mine away because I when I say but I got one.
Look, I sell a toe to be that skinny.
Not a whole toe, just one of them, not two. One toe. Okay, so next, I don't really know much about this, but we wanted to talk about the Real World. They are coming back with the original first supposedly cast, which was in New York, which wasn't a long series or I guess not episode, but I guess series. But they're coming back. It's just for a reunion. What are they doing?
Well, this is actually going to be, they're actually staying somewhere and they film for I think a week or two.
Okay.
There is, because a lot of the things that they talked about 29 years ago, they're still talking about them. And this wasn't a season. People say this is the first season. This was called The Experiment. If you all remember, this is the very first reality show as we know reality TV today to be.
Yes.
And the lady who started this show, she's deceased. I do know that she died of cancer, but she was at MTV and she wanted to create a soap opera. So her thing was to put these, I think it was 5 or 6 totally polar different people together and see how they react. I remember that was the actual opening of The Real World. A person used to say something similar to that. And they're getting together again. These people have to be in their probably 50s.
Yeah.
Because I was in 1992, it was my senior year in high school.
Okay.
And I watched actually the tail end of it. This was before DVRs and stuff. And I heard about it and I watched maybe the last 2 episodes, but they had gotten such a huge audience or huge people, they loved it. They decided to do what we would know today as season 1. And that would be where Miss Tammy Rowland comes in.
That's where she came in.
She was
but she won't be on this one. This is the first experimental cast.
Yeah, this was the experiment.
Yeah.
The first season.
I think it's going to be good. Do you plan on watching it?
No, I'm definitely going to watch it.
You don't think so? I'm going to let you watch it, and then you tell me if I should watch it.
Okay,
like
fun fact.
Like you did Married at First Sight. Now, I'm going to still be mad at you. Okay. Married at First Sight got me mad, and now this one.
Fun fact.
What?
In 1996,
I
applied for the Real.
No, you didn't. Oh my God, Joe, you could have.
Wait a minute. Did you say in 1996 you applied for it?
Shut up.
That is hilarious.
I would have never thought. It's something like when life starts getting something and starts getting real. I remember something like their little thing. I love their little tagline. Yeah, so that's coming up. Next I don't think I have a picture of this, but there is some gossip going around that there's going to be a Real Housewives all-star kind of spin-off cast. So if you could pick, how many people you think? 5 5 or 6 housewives to make from all over to be on this cast, who would you pick? I know we didn't plan this, but
I definitely like Teresa.
okay.
I would have pulled Phaedra.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I would have see, I didn't watch all of them. From LA, or what is that one? Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. Okay.
See, I haven't watched OC at all.
Okay.
Beverly Hills, I would have liked to see I would bring Denise Richards back.
Oh, she would be good.
Oh,
she would
wow.
And I would also, Nene messed it up. I would have definitely added Nene.
Nene, okay.
And just to kind of mess it up a little bit, I want to see her because she was kind of kooky to me. I would have liked to see Jacqueline.
Oh, with Teresa?
Yes.
From New Jersey?
From New Jersey.
Oh, you trying to see some blood. Okay.
Now, see, I didn't watch New York or OC, and I didn't watch Dallas.
You didn't watch New York?
New York is New York, they not Jersey gangster, but they
I'm gonna watch this next season because I heard they got a black lady.
They got a black girl, and her name is Erica.
You gotta have somebody of color on there.
They talk dirt bad to each other. I mean, they feel like some of the Potomac women say about each other's bad. New York, I mean, they just go for the jugular sometimes. Especially
New York. Ramona Singer with a black lady. Oh boy,
is she still on there?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
So who would you pick, Callie, if you had 5 or 6?
I don't think there should ever be a reality TV show without the clip lady.
Dorinda.
Yeah.
Dorinda. Yes. So I gotta put her on my list.
Dorinda Medley. I need Bethany Frankel.
She's from New York. She said, "How you doing today, Dorinda?" She said, "Not well, bitch." Oh my God, I love her. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, reality TV was meant for her. Let's just be real clear. She's the best. Yeah, I needed her on it. I'm a Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore has got to be there. Mm-hmm. I'm okay if she brings Cynthia. I mean, Cynthia's sweet. Everybody loves her. Teresa is good.
Transfer to LA though.
Teresa and her sister-in-law, I think they would be good.
Melissa.
I would not want Nene. I would not want Nene. I need just a few more breaks from her, about 5-10 years worth. Yeah, I think that's really all I can think of. Well, Ramona Singer would be good, but we can't bring the entire New York cast.
Yeah, New York cast is good. Bethany's good. Like New York has some iconic women.
Bethany's not on there anymore.
But you pick Phaedra, so we can pick Bethany now.
Yeah. Absolutely, favorite part.
I think Bethany because I watched her on Donald Trump's
The Apprentice.
Yeah, I watched her on The Apprentice.
Yeah,
who else would be good from New York? I don't know her name, but this is the only one. Everybody slept with the one guy, Tom or whoever, right? This is the only one that was married to him. The lady with the one leg, child.
Aviva
Dressner.
She threw her leg, girl. She took her leg off and threw it. You
threw her leg across the ballroom.
Yeah, but I didn't watch the show.
Yes, honey. Her daddy was old, but he had this young black girlfriend.
Yes, with the fingernails. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and Ramona was mean to her. Yeah,
Ramona mean to everybody. Ramona was mean to Giselle. I don't think Ramona liked black people half the time. So I want to see how she is with this Erica lady. I really do.
I am gonna watch it because she's coming on there.
Yes, I think it's gonna be good.
I need some.
We need some of this.
Yeah, I don't know. She might be a little bit too soft for the New York cast, but I guess time will tell.
She's an AKA, I know that. So I know her and Giselle and Wendy gonna be friends because they follow each other and stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's next? I will pick everybody y'all pick. I mean, so I really don't have to answer. I like everybody y'all said. Next we have Evelyn. So Evelyn was supposed to go on Lazada, the woman who tans now and looks 3 shades darker.
Y'all are so wrong.
I cannot. I just can't. Yeah, but she snubbed Wendy. How bad. She snubbed Wendy Williams. She was supposed to go on the show, right? So why did she not show up? What happened?
Wendy had made the comment on her show a couple weeks earlier saying, I really want to apologize to Evelyn Lozada, right? And so then the TV thing showed Evelyn was supposed to be the guest for that day. And who came? What's it? I don't even remember the girl. It wasn't Evelyn. It was a mess. So I guess they're still beefing over the cash register baby comment. Wendy wanted to apologize. They had her booked for the show and she didn't show up, and I have not heard why.
So she said that Evelyn's new baby by the baseball player is a cash register baby.
Yeah, she said congratulations to Evelyn Lozada for getting her cash register. Yes, she did.
Well, and that made her mad?
She's a little upset.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the problem here.
She was a little, look, don't call out the facts. Don't call her out on the carpet.
I mean, the truth is the truth. If that's what happened, it's fine, Evelyn. I mean, if I was in that circle, I'm sure I would have me a cash register baby too. I just ain't in that circle of people to do that. So, I mean,
and I'm saying he was more than a cash register baby. That man was worth $200 million at that time.
I mean, Evelyn,
he lost his money or something.
Well,
on Megan Thee Stallion, I hope not, because he was the one that they said kind of messed up Megan Thee Stallion's money and her contract and everything.
Oh, I did not know that.
A baseball player?
Huh?
A baseball player?
What? Yeah. He's also, you know how the sports people, Shaquille and them like to do. They like to do their music on the side. He has a record company.
Oh.
He has a record company. And Megan Thee Stallion was signed to his label. And they weren't promoting her. They weren't promoting her music like they wanted them to. So you know what Megan did? She picked up the phone and called Jay-Z. Okay?
Jay-Z, yeah.
Jay-Z went, and I don't know if he paid to get out of that contract or what, but Jay-Z and them had some conversations back and forth. 2 weeks later, we heard Megan and Beyonce doing their little mix song.
Yeah.
And then, it was on and popping.
And Megan has been soaring ever since. I tell you that.
Ever since.
She has been doing great. And her outfits, because she's just like a WWE wrestler, she don't look like that no more. So I'm like, go, man. I just like, why she look like she finna go fight China? Like, seriously, she got to stop.
Why did the man shoot her in both her feet? I just can't understand that story, but that's for another time, I guess.
Yeah, okay. So next we're gonna segue to about Wendy. So you, Callie, you told us this because I had no idea because I don't watch Wendy. But she's doing a dating game up for herself on the show. So
Joy, you haven't been watching the Wendy show either?
I don't watch it. No, I don't.
And Joy, you don't either?
Watch what?
Wendy?
The Wendy Williams show.
If you had told me in advance that such and such would be
y'all is a mess.
I might record it.
Wendy has been having this dating show thing going on now for about the past 4 to 6 weeks. She had these people going online that wanted to date her. She has interviewed a few of them on the show, and she picked one last week. He was a bald-headed white guy.
Really?
She sent Uncle Jim and them home. Yeah, I mean, she had regular guys too. One was a trash man. One was, worked at the cash. One said, I ain't got no money and I'm 20 years younger, but I can hook you up, Wendy. Okay. Wendy got to blush. And so and Friday we met the guy that she picked. And and she was in tears. She was in tears. She's so excited to go out on another date. She was all nervous and sweaty palms and everything.
Sweet. So did the audience get to say who they like, or does she just pick everything?
We got to say who we like, but the final decision, of course, came down to her. Yeah, she made the final decision. So and their first date will be at their first date will be at the boxing match of Lamar Odom and Aaron Carter.
Why are they boxing?
Because I think it's because Lamar needs $200,000 to take his kids to college. Remember that she was on the basketball wives.
Now
we left her name alone. Yeah, we left that name alone. I couldn't quite. She's not going to be there long. Want me to tell you why? Because Evelyn doesn't like her. All right, that's it.
Yeah, she don't. Evelyn.
No. Every time the girl was not in the room, Evelyn would just say, we came here to relax and be on the vacation. We don't. She has too many issues. She needs to just drop it.
Yeah, she needs to leave Lamar alone. Like, don't talk about Lamar. Yeah, so So next we're on the watch me, ooh, watch me. So we're gonna tell people to watch this movie. I have not seen it, but it's on Hulu. I have Hulu.
I watched most of it. I got about 20 minutes left. I had to stop watching it, but it was. That girl embodies Billie Holiday.
Really?
100%. I haven't watched all of it. I've just watched a little bit of it, but she does. I mean, she was jamming. That was
Andrea Day who sings Rise Up, right? She sings the song Rise Up.
Yes.
Okay.
Her bone structure seems to be similar almost.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. She sounds like her.
She looks.
I mean, I don't
she
think
lost
they
40
could have
pounds. I didn't even realize it was the singer that was playing her until I hit play. I'm like, that's the singer chick. She's lost 40 pounds. She don't even look like the same person anymore. She took over Billie Holiday so much.
Yeah, she embodies her in a way.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. I know I'm watching Atlanta tonight. Shoot, I'm gonna have to watch it tomorrow.
And I didn't realize how much of a conspiracy it was against her. Like she should really, just as much as she is a singer known for her music, she should really be studied or not studied or mentioned in Black History Month, because that girl, the federal government went after her and targeted her in a way that's almost unbelievable.
Really? It was scary. Yeah, because I don't think I ever really knew that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. And I have seen Lady Sings the Blues with Diana Ross so much. One of my favorite songs that I have had that has traveled with me since the Napster days. Y'all remember Napster? We used to download the stuff for free.
I didn't do that. I think that might be low.
Yeah. Them Their Eyes touched me in a way that I love that song.
Yeah.
But Miss Lawrence is in the movie. I wanted to. Yeah, Miss Lawrence. Well, I don't know what he's doing in the movie. What did Miss Lawrence do in the movie?
She's playing his confidant. If you all remember in Lady Sing the Blues, they had Richard Pryor was her confidant. That character was. I knew that guy he didn't exist. He encompasses a whole lot of people. Diana Ross's son is also in this as well.
Evan
Ross. He plays the FBI agent. But I was just so I mean, when I had to stop watching it, because I probably only got like 20 or 30 minutes left. When I had to stop watching it, I pulled up my phone and started reading all of this, how the FBI targeted her. It's just amazing. She should be considered a civil rights icon.
Well, she really should be. I'm gonna watch it tonight. But we hope everybody else watches it, because it's the last day of Black History, which is Black History Month, which Black History should be every day. But I really am wanting to watch that, because I did not know that aspect of her life. Another thing we think you should watch, which is not coming out, I think it's coming on the same day as March 9th. Okay. So it's Delilah. It's a new show on OWN. I think it's scripted, so it's not reality. Huh?
Is that next Sunday?
I think it's when Married to Medicine and all that comes on. But it's scripted show, but it has our girl Tony Childs.
Okay.
From
Is this her first job since The Girlfriends?
No, I think she's done a lot of little movies, but they're like the all Black movies that don't go to.
I have seen her nowhere. Okay.
Yeah. She's it's a show that came on a streaming app that was really popular.
It was where the couples kind of switched each other. Yeah, like it was like a swinging kind of thing. But
like,
I think this may be good. I don't really know much about it. I know there's a lawyer and somebody hurt her brother, and she's gonna try to get back at him, and this is kind of the premise. But that's something that we think people would probably like to watch. Next thing on our let's get political, we have the STEMI check. So Joy, you said that the House passed a few things, and now it's going to the Senate.
Correct. The Friday evening, like at 1:30 in the morning, so really Saturday morning, the House passed the stimulus care. I think it's called the Stimulus Something Act. So the first part is done. I will say this: they did put in the $15 an hour from the House, and that passed. So it would be a federal across the border, um, what is it,
Minimum
minimum
wage.
wage,
Mm-hmm.
and they passed the $1,400 for stimulus, and it's $1,400 for adults and $1,400 for children. And also, I wanted to say this: they also passed a while ago the if you have a child that's 6 and under, the $300 a month, and I'm kind of confused on how they're going to give that out. The $300 a month, and if you have a child that's from age, I think 7 and up, 7 to 17, you'll get $250 a month. And the
good.
way that it
So
looks,
what? Tell me about that, because I might fit into one of those.
okay, so that's why it's imperative this year. And like you have to make, I was shocked with the number. I was thinking, average person ain't gonna qualify for that. Because I thought you had to be, what do you call that? I don't qualify for it. When you file your taxes and you get like $5,000 back.
Like head of household, earned income credit, child tax credit. I don't get any of that. Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't qualify for any of that. But this one, it's like under $75,000.
Okay.
So if you have a child 6 and under, you get $300 a month. And the way that they haven't figured out whether or not they're going to send them out once a month or quarterly. They haven't figured that out yet. But I was shocked that went through.
Go ahead. Okay, I better.
Right. So if you have a child and you make under $75,000 single, I think it's $150,000 married,
okay,
you're gonna get a check for your child. That shocked the mess out of me. And it's $36,000 for the under 6. And I think it's 3,000 for 3 times 12 is what? 36.
36, yes.
$3,600 a year. Or $250 a month if they're 7 and older.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about the stimulus check. The stimulus check is $1,400 for adults, $1,400 for kids. But what's interesting about the stimulus check, it passed the House, it's going to the Senate. They're not going to get past that $15 an hour minimum wage.
I don't think so.
Not gonna happen. Yeah. The Republicans want to make it 11. I
can't believe it's less than 11 already.
The elitist attitude with this, because giving $15 an hour would only help me. Because if you're making $15 an hour, I know I got to make more.
Right, like we need to make more. If the minimum wage is $15, but then I might not be able to get the stimulus. So hold on, let's wait.
But the stimulus is only the stimulus is under 75,000. What are you talking about?
But I'm saying if they move them up, because I'm close. If they move them up, I might go. And I
would rather make more money. More money I make now, the more I can retire with. So I'm that's how I'm looking at it.
But I do want to make more. I feel like they should. If they bring them up, they need to bring us up too.
Because $15, $31,000 a year is not a lot of money.
I mean, you can imagine something for a less than 14.
Part-time job somewhere, $15 an hour.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, that's good. I hope this passes the Senate.
It's not gonna pass. And Biden has already said they are looking for another option. So they're trying to do it another way because they know that because he doesn't want to do 11. He wants to do 15. He doesn't feel like that should be negotiable.
11 is not enough either. If you want these people to live, you don't want to take care of their kids. You don't want them on welfare. You don't want them doing this. Give them money where they can do it. I mean,
what is minimum wage in Tennessee?
I don't know. I have no idea.
In St. Louis, in Missouri, isn't it $8.25?
I have no idea. I have no idea. $8.25.
But in Alabama, it's $7.65.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
It's insane. And I think Biden's point is this. if everybody, because Walmart starts you off at $10. I think their argument is he wants people to get off of assistance.
Yeah.
If you're making $15 an hour, you're off of assistance.
That's what I'm saying. You want these people off welfare. You think they're taking advantage of welfare. You think they're taking advantage of all these benefits that they can get because they only make $8 an hour.
Right.
Give them $15 an hour. Then
Right.
they won't have to worry about these benefits.
Right. I think that that's their goal. I think that's what they want to do.
I hope that it passes. But I'm telling you, if it passes, they're going to have to raise my salary.
Yeah. And that's what I said. That's what they're afraid of.
Yeah.
I think the disparity between the workers and management and then the management between CEOs is just utterly insane. For a company your CEOs should not be millionaires and your workers are making $17 an hour.
Okay. On food stamps. They just don't make sense to me. How can you have people on food stamps working?
Yeah, and that's really and I think just that blanket statement is really what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
You're working every day. You're working a full-time job. Nobody working a full-time job should also have to get assistance to help feed their family. That's really the point.
That's what it is. You just should not be working every day.
Yeah,
and have to rely on the government to give you food stamps for your family to eat.
That's real. That's a real conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, hopefully we'll have some more an update. When is the Senate? Do we know when that's going to happen?
He wants this done by March the 15th.
Okay.
That's what he said. He wants this done by the 15th. So if they're saying that let me say this. If the Senate, and it's likely, if they deny the $15 an hour, and let's say they did everything else, this is just hypothetical, it would have to be repassed in the House.
No.
Yeah, the House, because the bills are different.
Yeah.
So the House would have to sign it again. The Senate is not going to sign. If the Senate can sign it as is, it can be signed in a week.
It'll be done. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be done. So,
well, we hopefully will be getting up something. Stimulus check. And I'm telling you this, I don't want to say this, but if to pass this, they just need to give it to the people who really need it. I don't have to get my check.
Else that Republicans don't want. They want to lower that amount.
Yeah.
I haven't heard numbers as low as $50,000. So the issue that I have, I go back to Nancy Pelosi when she said, that's the Speaker of the House, when she said, you're tripping off somebody making $50,000 a year when the richest of this country are getting like when they got that tax break.
They get that tax break.
Millions of dollars.
Millions. They don't. Yeah.
If your company took that thing that Trump offered, do y'all remember the first year of Trump's first year that Trump was in office, he did this tax break for working class. And your check went up. Mine went up 70%.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it went up, but it messed with tax this time.
Yeah, so some people got messed up at tax time.
Yeah.
Y'all know that expired January the 1st. So everybody's check looked different after the new year. And people were like, oh, my taxes have gone up already. And they was like, your taxes went up because Trump's thing expired. Now the wealthy didn't expire.
Yeah,
they're still getting their tax break.
They still get it.
Not.
Yeah. You're getting them all this money.
It was temporary.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So if they can do it for them, if they can bail out banks, they can help us. You know what I mean? And banks have a lot of money. They charging them overdraft fees all day long.
All day.
Yes. They got all kind of money. So, Well, I think that's all we had. Do we have anything else? We had a good little show, ladies. We started a little late, technical difficulties. Hopefully we can start on time from now on. But we have so much to talk about because the weeks are just, and next week? When does Married to Medicine start?
Oh, I think it is next week.
So we're going to add that to it.
Yeah.
And you know,
So,
today was all the reruns for Married to Medicine.
now I'm gonna say this: I probably won't watch it because I have to be beside Mariah. If Mariah ain't on there, I'm not. So y'all gonna talk about that with that.
And I am a huge Mariah fan. I love to watch her family.
Yeah.
I think that this new girl that they added, I think is an insult of smacking her face. But I'm not going to say I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, you watch it. One of us got to, so we can talk about
I'm going to
I want to watch it because I want to know why they moved Toya and them.
I don't think they're going to move on the show, though. Her house is for sale. It's for sale.
Yeah. Okay.
The one that they just built?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that exact dream home.
Same one. She's selling
with the two-floor closet up for sale.
It's for sale. I'll show it to you. I got the Zillow, honey. Whatever.
Yeah. So
they selling it.
Probably because they shouldn't have been buying it. Just because you paid your taxes off don't mean you have all that extra money to put out every month for some house that, come on, they live better than Jackie, all of them, because and something tells me they make the least amount of money out of every doctor on it. But they live in as if they're making more than everybody. But okay.
Yeah. I think he's the ER doctor. He's making stupid amount of money.
Who?
He's an ER doctor.
Come on, he
but I think this is what I think happened. He started that concierge kind of business. I don't think that it succeeded.
And it was Toya's idea. So that's why
I'm thinking they may not have as much as they thought they were going to have.
Yeah.
But I'm still not saying they're broke. Now, that's not to say that they're broke.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Rich people broke.
Yeah, they're broke on the means of their lifestyle. Because sometimes even if you're rich, you still live above your means. I live below my means. I live where if I quit my job today, I can still pay my bills for a while because my savings. A lot of people don't live that way.
That's the only way I've been off of work.
I have to live like that. Like, I don't need this big old, I got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I can afford more, but I'm not. Because if I want to quit, you make me mad, I'm walking out.
Well, I ain't gonna sit up there and say that, but I live within my means in a way that I can not only afford our home on one income.
Yes.
That's how I figure both of us can quit.
Yeah. Right. I can quit. I said me.
We can afford our home on one income.
Yeah, I can quit.
And we're blessed enough to be able to put money away. And when we need to pull money, we got do. It. 2020 was a very good year for me financially. And I know everybody wasn't as fortunate, so I'm very grateful for that. But the reality is, I like to Amazon shop too much.
Girl, they know my house.
I need both of us work.
I shop so much on Amazon. My mom, she stayed with me for a week because she had like a procedure or whatever. And they came every day. And she was like, I bet your neighbors think y'all sell some drugs.
I bet the neighbor know your name for reasons other than
they come to my house like 3-4 times a day. I'm like, can you not put this in one little thing?
If y'all are me, if y'all are my friends on Facebook, I post this lady named Teresa, couponing with Teresa.
Yeah.
Are y'all in her group?
I'm in one that's called Salesaholic. I'm in a group called Salesaholic. Girl, stuff so cheap.
Yeah. So
no, they do it for you.
They do it for you.
And you just, they give you the code. You click on it.
Teresa, how much do you pay them?
Nothing. I'll add you to the group if you want. I mean, it's great.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. And when I say great, it's just a matter of, I don't care what you're thinking of, give it a little time.
It's going to be there.
Come up with a coupon for it.
Like when you get us that microphone you gave us, that was a good coupon. I bought that. I haven't used it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, I bought it.
I bought it too. I haven't used the mic though. Not yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So whenever I come across something, when I come across something I think fantastic, somebody asks me something, I will post it in my Facebook. But y'all can join her yourself. Her name is Couponing with Teresa, and she's in Alabama somewhere.
I'll look her up too. Yeah, but I'm an Salesaholic. I'm in that one. I can add y'all.
There's another one called Coupons, Tricks, and something.
I'm probably in
that one. It's very similar to the way Teresa's couponing with Teresa's work. The biggest difference is that they have way more stuff. Like it was so much, my phone was constantly dinging.
Constantly going off.
Yeah,
I've never been into coupon. I've never been able to do that stuff ever.
Yeah, they do it for you. My phone does.
Yeah,
they do it for you.
Send me that link.
I'll send it to you.
All right.
Well, all right. I guess we're gonna go and watch Atlanta. It's been 30 minutes, so we can kind of fast forward past some commercials and next week with that at 5 o'clock. We're gonna try to be on time.
From Teresa the other day.
Oh, that's cute. You didn't send me that.
For my this one is for my TikTok.
Yeah,
look.
for your
Girl,
you a professional TikToker. Do you hear me? Honey, I watched one of them. I was like, oh, what's so crazy is I don't know nothing about TikTok. I'm like, Joy, how you know him?
you know what?
My bonus mama called me, told me, girl, how you know him?
I did that too.
I ain't been mad in my life.
And she said, yeah, girl, he be calling me. And I'm like, what? How you know him?
No. He has some nice content.
He does. But I tell you, you need to, I don't know if you watch Salt Lake City, but what's her name? Lisa, her hands were spray tan so much that you could tell. Well, he needs to spray tan his hands because his body's brown and his hands are white. Just tell your friend next time he's like doing all this because he do that real. I like it when he do it.
I don't think he lives in this country.
No, he lives in like Australia, I think. But yeah, he's a nice looking white chocolate child. Yeah.
Okay.
I like him. I like him.
Well, he's garnered such big things that people are making TikToks about. It seems that a lot of people, black and white, were not bullying, but making racist comments in his comments. So all of his TikToks, he took the comments off all of.
That's so sad.
So I every once in a while I scroll and somebody's talking about him. What happened?
That breaks my heart. He seems like such a nice guy. Why would people are awful? And
I didn't know he had an accent. I think until you told me.
I told you, yeah.
I had to find something where he talked and he actually was telling what happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh Lord, this dude.
I love a man with an accent. Talk to me, baby. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
His name is I am Scotty 7.
I am Scotty
77.
78. 7. Yeah,
I think it's Scotty 7, something like that. I'm Scotty 7, something like that.
Well, I guess we'll go watch this show. I love talking to y'all. Oh, this is cute. I can talk to y'all all day long. You know that. But y'all be good. See you next week.
All right, I'll talk to y'all next week.
All right, be good, ladies. Thanks for chatting up with us, everyone.
Bye. I really like this. I love
that one. Yes, you look like a girl. What?
I love this.
Kelly, we look good. Where's she go?
I'm on here. I don't know how to get off of these things. Hold on here. Where's the exit button?
Look at you. I just have the biggest eyes in the world. Look at us. We are so
gorgeous.
Look, I'm gonna have to say this picture, make this my profile picture.
I know, right?
I love
it. You, Kelly, I don't see yours. We cute on these.
Yeah, I think heck, y'all. I got so many pictures of y'all.
Did you do that on that app?
Yes.
Oh, I guess we should leave.
Me and that app are friends, okay?
Oh, wow.
You look good.